When I welded up the other side, I had a angle iron clamped on just below the mill line, and that was kind of for a visual reference point more than anything. On this side, I've got a couple chips that are below that mill line that I want to pick up on the first pass, so I'm not going to use that angle on this side. Well, I had a little fingernail going on that welding rod in that one spot, and it didn't look like it was very big, so I just worked my way through it. If it was going to be a big one, I would have stopped and restarted with a new rod. One thing you'll notice on that root pass is when I completed it, there was a certain amount of porosity that came to the top on that weld bead, and so the next I'll work that out on the next couple passes. I'll just hold kind of a long arc and just kind of melt those little spots of porosity out. Well, I got rid of most of that porosity there on that second bead. I'm going to have to go over this area here just a little bit, raise that bead up a little bit. Yeah, this the side looks almost done. There's just there's a little bit of porosity right in that area and right here, and I think I'll just run again. I'll just run a little cover pass there, pull the arc a little bit long, and I can remove that porosity. Well, I certainly cleaned up those porosity holes. It's looking real good now. I think I'll call it good for this side. Well, I'm satisfied with the way it welded up. On the root pass, I got a lot of porosity. Just a lot of porosity came out of that casting. And then after I went over those passes, that porosity got pulled out. So it ended up with a nice, smooth, porosity-free surface. So after it cools down, I'm going to take a hand angle grinder and just rough it out. And then I'm going to take it down to our northern Minnesota metalsmith shop. And down there I've got a planer set up with a tool post grinder where the cutter went. And then I'm going to finish surfacing it down there. After I got done welding these corners up, I was planning on using an angle grinder to rough it out, and I still had to set up in pretty quick or small mill, so I put the anvil up here and I'm taking a cut across there, and it's making a cut all right, making it real slow. You can see by the part that I've already milled, and it's a mirror finishing to a mirror finish, so it's hard. Coming up next is part 4, finish grinding the anvil at the northern Minnesota metalsmith shop.